The police officer was just writing me the ticket, and I knew immediately how I would handle this. The same way I've handled all speeding tickets. I would check the box on the back requesting a mitigation hearing, where I could stand before a judge and explain, I'm really a good guy. I don't speed that often. Please, I know I owe some money, but half of this fine would be much better than full fine. So that's what I did. I checked the mitigation box, sent it off in the mail. This was early March. And then life happened, like always does. The court sent me back a letter saying you need to appear before the judge on the 28th of March at 11:30. So I marked my calendar and I forgot about it. Life was happening until Monday, March 28th. I was sitting comfortably resting on my coffee table in my dining room, drinking my coffee, and I glanced up at the calendar, and I noticed today's the 28th, and it's 11:20, and I have to be in court in 10 minutes. So I jumped in my car, and I sped down the road, and I raced to the court, because I didn't want to get a speeding ticket. But, as happens to me occasionally, I forget some things. And on my way, I noticed that I had forgotten to fill the tank with gas. So I was on fumes, and I thought I could stop and get some gas, but that would make me for sure even later for my court, and that wouldn't be good. I know that I can get 380 miles out of every tank of gas, and I'm only on 372. So I got at least 8 miles to go before I even need to worry about it. So I'm speeding along, going southbound I-5 to Tukwila, turning up Highway 518, up and over the hill past the SeaTac exit, thinking, on this hill, I don't want to run out of gas, because there's a lot of traffic, and they won't have any patience for the guy in the red car if he has to stall in the middle of the freeway. There's no shoulder to pull off. Going up this hill, I made it to the top. But then all of a sudden, oh no, I ran out of gas. And I still got at least 2 miles to go before I get to the court. So fortunately now, there's a shoulder I pull over onto. I get on my phone, I call the court, I say, I really am sorry, but I'm not going to show up today. I'm scheduled for 11:30, it's 11:30 right now, my car just ran out of gas. And the nice woman on the other end of the phone says, don't worry about it, you got a whole hour. The judge will hold this court easily until 12:30. Get some gas, get yourself here, I'll tell the judge you're going to be late. Okay, wonderful. So I write a note to the police officer, should he come by. I'm going to get gas, climb up the embankment to the sidewalk, open up Google Maps on my phone to find the nearest gas station. Oh, it's only half a mile away. No problem, I got this. So I'm following the route, kind of jogging to this gas station, and I notice ahead of me a large grassy field with tall grass. Google Maps wants me to go all the way around it. I think, I can shortcut this. I'm just going straight through that grassy field. So I'm trudging through knee-deep gas thinking, I'm going to get there even faster. All of a sudden, I fell into the muckiest, dirtiest, gooeyest, stinkiest mud pit on planet Earth. And as I pulled myself up out of this thing, I had mud from my thighs down to my ankles and all the way up to my elbow. Just stinky mess. Oh no. All right, I better listen to Google, retrace my steps, go the route that Google told me to go. So I make it to the gas station. Thank goodness. They have one gas tank, portable gas tank left. So I buy it, put a gallon of gas in it, boom, I run it back to my car. And all this time I'm thinking, there's a law, isn't there, that says you're not supposed to abandon your vehicle on the side of a freeway. I thought, I hope my car is still going to be there. I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for this. So as I'm walking back, I'm worrying. I get to an overpass. There's a bridge right above the part of the freeway where my car stalled. And I look down, and oh, thank goodness, my car is still there, but there's a police officer parked right by it. And he's got a tow truck right behind my car. I run down the embankment. I say, officer, I just have to get to court, just 2 miles down the road. I went to get gas. Please don't tow my car. And the officer's standing there, writing up his ticket. The law says you're not supposed to abandon your vehicle on the side of the freeway. And I thought, but please have a little mercy on me. And at that moment, I hear from up on the overpass a strange but familiar voice. All hail, King of the Post. I look up in the sky. There's a guy I know. His name is Ting. Ting and I work together at juvenile detention. We've known each other for years. Ting is about this tall. He's Chinese. And he walks a little funny, talks a little funny. But we all love him for that. He works in the kitchen. And for as long as I've been working with Ting, he's called me King of the Post. And we have a greeting. He says, all hail, King of the Post, whenever he sees me. So that's what he's doing right now, and that's why I'm hearing this. Hey, Ting, how you doing? And at that moment, the police officer says, you know that guy? So, yeah, that's my buddy Ting. We've known each other for years. Police officer takes the ticket he's writing up, crumples it up, throws it over his shoulder, says, you're free to go. Really? So what do I owe this pleasure? Said, Ting is my nephew. And if he sees me writing you up for this offense, I'll never hear the end of it. So I'm doing you and me both a favor by letting you go. Right on. So I get in my car, drive to the court real fast, get there just before the judge is done. And I tell him the story. Exactly. And he takes the piece of paper in front of him, takes it, crimples it up, throws it away. So, you are free to go after that shenanigan. Said, woohoo! Here's the deal. If you're the king and your friend is Ting, you don't need any bling to avoid the sting.